Okay, well, I love it. Those that show up, go up. So way to go for being here, guys. Okay, so today's training, which I'm gonna spotlight myself there. Today's training is going to be on what to do after your debut, okay? So I thought there's so many people having debuts right now, which I'm super excited about. And each debut, I want to, calm you down in case you're like, well, I didn't, sell much, or I didn't book much, or I didn't get any team members, or whatever. Every debut is different, and every debut is absolutely perfect for you. And you will see in the long run that if you keep on going, you will get major sales, big sales. You will get major bookings and parties booked, and you will get team members. So yeah, so never fear. The debut was just an opportunity for you to get the word out, for you to reach out to some people you haven't talked with for 5 years, right? Asia and Krista were telling me, oh my God, I haven't talked to these people for 5 years. That's okay. That's wonderful. And you're telling me also, many of you, that it's like so great to be able to reunite with these people. Krista was telling me that the other day. She's like, Kath, this has a benefit that I never even thought of, in that I am reuniting with some of my dear friends. So Mary Kay is going to benefit you in so many ways. And one of those ways is really seriously going back to your old friends, having coffee with them, having lunch, finding out what's going on with them, just caring about them again. That's one of the many, many, many benefits that you're going to find with your Mary Kay business, because this is just such a warm, fuzzy business where, they try the products, you wash your face with them sometimes, which we'll talk about in a second. It's just so down to earth fun, and it's something that everybody likes, whether, I don't care who they are. Well, maybe they need to be over the age of 8, but other than that, because, well, they could be 5 if they follow directions. But anyway, all right, let's get into some of the meat. And good to see you guys. You are in the right place at the right time. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go into some new consultant training. And we don't need to see my face there. How did we get those little shots? Let's just, we want a slideshow. Why is that not slideshow? What the heck? Oh, I think I was trying to put some stuff in there. Okay. Why is this not a slideshow? This is so annoying. Okay. This is really weird. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on, guys. I don't want to show you such a yucky picture here. This should be very easy to do. What is going on? Okay, let's get rid of these guys. Okay. This is the weirdest thing. I've never, ever had this happen before. Okay, I just want a slideshow view. And I don't want to do all this other stuff. Oh my gosh. Does anybody have any ideas how this doesn't even say slideshow. This is.
It should say present somewhere.
I know. It always does. What the heck is going on? It always says this. I got another Zoom. Oh well, we'll just have to deal with this. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's just go ahead. So it's not perfect. By the way, I want to say something about being perfect. That we don't have to be perfect, okay? We really don't. And I think Vivian's trying to help me, but I don't think I want to go through all this rigmarole. Vivian, do you have something really simple that I can do that doesn't take a lot of time?
It does say in that upper right corner, relaunch to update. So there might be updates to the program, but that would
Yeah, I clicked that and I did click that just now. You couldn't see it, I guess. Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so now
so weird.
it's quiet now.
Yeah, it's just weird. And if I stop the share and I go and share the screen again, it's still going to show that. So annoying. Yeah, when you get another by the way, as far as Zoom goes, you may have subscribed to Working Live, which I was, and then I just went ahead and went with this other company that I can't remember what it was. And I put it on Voxer so you guys could switch to that company if you want. It's $12.99 a month. And that's what happened. I went to that company and they're giving me all these apps and all this fancy stuff. So anyway, back to my training. Okay. So you really do not need to be perfect. In fact, it will slow you down if you try to be too perfect. I think yeah, you go ahead and cancel the Working Live. It's going out of business, so you have to. They emailed you. But anyway, you will need Zoom. But anyway, okay, back to the training. Come on, Kathy, you can focus. All right. Yeah, perfection. So you don't have to be perfect. It will slow you down. Love yourself just the way you are. Imperfect. I'm imperfect. You're imperfect. Nobody is perfect. And if we continually try to be perfect before we move, we're not going to move. And if we move, we'll move very, very little. Yeah, it's a trap that some people get themselves in. I'll get ready, I'll get ready, I'll get ready. And what we do, like this is a perfect example, is that I know there's a problem. So before the debut today, I will figure this thing out and make sure that it is nice for Krista and for Amanda that are having their debuts later today. So, you know, if I hadn't had the training, I wouldn't have known. So we fail forward to success. So I really want to, maybe there's a reason that this happened, because this is very important that you learn by doing. Oh, yes. You learn by doing your faces. Faces will take you places. That's all we do in Mary Kay is have people try our product on their face, or we give them a sample and have them try it. Okay. Or we tell them about it because of Mary Kay's reputation. They actually, and you saw it at your debut, they will buy it without trying it, but they will buy more and with more confidence if they try it. Okay. So that's what we do. So don't complicate it. One of my strengths is that I make everything very, very simple for myself. And it works. I mean, all you do is faces, just faces. And then you see if they want to purchase the products, own the products themselves. Then you see if they want to get the products for free, if they would be willing to give you referrals. We'll talk about that today. And then you also see if they'd like to join your team. Just those three things. So write those three things. That's called a full circle. You sell sets. So we were going to talk about sets. You sell sets. You don't go at the end of the demonstration and say, what would you like? You sell sets. You know, are you going to be going with the repair set? Or do you think you'll with the repair set, actually it would be like the repair set plus the skin revealing facial peel, which I can't see here. Or do you think you want to just settle for the repair set? Whatever you decide is fine with me. So, you know, you sell sets, they go together. And then you book parties. Okay, that's the second thing. Sell sets, book parties. Now, can you have a one-on-one? Absolutely. Can you have you plus two? Absolutely. That's called a double facial. But the ideal situation is where they would invite extra people and you would reward them very generously for helping you expand your customer base. Does that make sense? So that's the second thing. Sell sets, book parties, and then the third thing is what? Share the opportunity, the business opportunity, so that you can grow your team. Okay, so those are the three things. Okay, so sell sets, This is called a full circle class. This will get you everywhere you want to go. At the appointment where they're trying the products, faces take you places, you sell sets, okay, not individual products. You can, there's nothing wrong with it, but you think in your mind a set is better for her because it is. Okay, so you sell sets, you book parties, facial is fine, but you ask for the party because it will expand your business a little bit more. Then, you know, one-on-one will solidify the relationship, but it doesn't expand your business. A double facial is better. At least you have one extra customer or potential customer. And then you always share the opportunity with at least, if it's a party, at least 3 people. I like to share it with everybody that I like at the party, which is usually everybody. Just, you know, can I run it by you? All right, let's go to our crazy slideshow here. And we'll just ignore that it looks funky. Okay, it has all the slides on the right. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what to say now that you've done your debut? Woohoo! All right, so you can change this slightly, but basically, you know, hey, Brenda, I'm so excited. I just started my own Mary Kay business, as you know, and I've been challenged to share the products with 15 people in 15 days. I know you weren't able to come to my debut because hopefully you booked everyone that came to your debut. That was something that you should have done. If you did not book an individual appointment with every single person that came to your debut, because they're supporting you, plus you promised to send them out a little goodie bag full of samples, right? That was your promise. So even if they won't schedule with you, which they will, they still deserve the goodie bag filled with samples, right? And I've been teaching at the meeting what to go in the goodie bags. Very simple. Okay, so I'm so excited. As you know, I just started my own Mary Kay business, and I've been challenged to share the product with 15 people in 15 days. And I was wondering if I could borrow your face. Cute. Or if you're a more serious person and you feel like that's too silly, you could say, I was just wondering if I could get your honest opinion of the products. Okay. The borrow your face always gets a little smile going, you know. Schedule a date and time. Give her 2 choices. Okay. So great. Now, if you're mailing out samples, you're going to have to wait for the mail to get to her house. So that'll be about a week and a half. Okay. So schedule it out, give her choice of 2 times and dates, and let her select which one's best. If it's in person, you could do it the next day. Okay. All right. So schedule a date and time. And then since we're getting together anyway, this is what you do to schedule a party. You don't go in like, do you want to have a party? Okay. Since we're getting together anyway, this is a really good sentence. Is there any reason why you wouldn't want to invite some friends? It'll be so much fun, and I will give you free product as a thank you. So that is key. Schedule a one-on-one, right? You already scheduled the date. Are you following me? And then you say, hey, since we're getting together anyway, is there any reason why you wouldn't want to invite some friends? It'll be so much fun, and I will give you free product as a thank you. Wait for her answer. She may say no, thank you. I'd rather just meet with you alone. That's fine. Totally fine. Or maybe she'll just say, I can only think of 1 or 2 people. Perfect. That'd be great. Okay. And be sure to smile if you talk on the phone. And if you're texting, then put lots of emojis in the message. Okay. Okay. Now, a lot of people are going to say to you, this is going to be about, I would say 75% or higher. They are going to say to you something like this. They're going to say, oh, Asia, I really, really want to get together with you. That'd be so fun. And thank you for sending the sample. Right now, I'm so busy. Or they're going to say, Vivian, that sounds like a lot of fun. But I've got to check with my friends first to see when they can come. Okay, or they're going to say, Raina, I'd like to meet with you, but my schedule as a waitress, it changes from week to week. So I can't really give you a specific time. Okay. What do you do in those 75% of all situations? I'm going to give you a script that works every single time, almost. And it's so funny because when I meet with consultants and teach them this, they say to me, "You did that." I'm like, "Yeah, I did. And it worked, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, I did. Oh my gosh." Anyway, yeah, so crazy. So this is what you do. So let's say Asia says, I'm so busy. Oh gosh, Asia, I know. You're just as busy now as you were 5 years ago, I bet. And that was crazy busy. Hey, Asia, why don't we do this? Why don't we schedule a tentative date with the understanding that if you can't make it because you're so busy, we'll just reschedule. But that way we have something to look forward to. How does that sound?
Smart.
It works. It works.
It's smart.
Or Vivian says, the friend thing. I got to check with my friends. I'm super excited. Oh, Vivian, thank you. Oh, that's so great. You want to invite your friends. Hey, why don't we do this? Why don't we schedule a tentative date that with the understanding that if your friends can't make it, we'll just reschedule. That way we have something to look forward to and you can invite them to something. How does that sound? Now be sure you'll notice that if you can see me, I'm smiling and nodding, okay? Whenever you smile and nod, they smile and nod back. Okay, so let's say they have a job like Johnny's job, which he doesn't know when he's working. It tells him on Sunday. So it's a real reason. It's a real reason. So let's say that Rita is booking Johnny. So, oh, I totally understand, Johnny. Hey, why don't we do this? Why don't we schedule a tentative date with the understanding that if you can't make it because you have to work, we'll just reschedule. That way we have something to look forward to. How does that sound? Shaking your head affirmatively and smiling. It works almost every single time. So practice this. It works, you guys. Okay. Raina, you didn't know you'd be in a drama class, did you? And learning scripts. This one is one of the ones I so recommend. So recommend. Okay. Any questions so far on this? What to say to schedule a Mary Kay party?
I love it. It's very smart.
Oh, good, good, good. Okay. And then the tentative booking. Okay. So what are you going to be doing with these people? I know I've had some questions from you, Asia, which means you're moving forward. Good for you. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? Good for you. Okay. So here's some different things. Okay. You can do in-person parties or facials. And let's not get hung up on this being so hard. If you literally just sat down and washed your face with somebody across the table and you knew how to use, I keep grabbing the repair because it's closer, the miracle sets across the table, and you use this along with them, that's a facial. You take them into your bathroom. That's a pretty, very intimate facial, but I've done it. Let's go into the bathroom. Let's go right over here to the bathroom. Let's do it together. Or them do it right in front of the bathroom sink. I've done it at Nordstrom's in their bathroom. I mean, I've done color makeovers at Jack in the Box. I mean, I've done group parties at restaurants. I mean, really, it's just them putting on makeup or skincare. It's, the main thing you need for a facial is water, right? So you need access to some water. Okay. All righty. So in-person face parties or facials. Now, the benefits of doing in person, because some of you started, like Asia, I'm doing all virtual. It makes sense to me, and it does. And I'll tell you some of the reasons why it makes sense. But you know, like for instance, Asia's looking at like, well, wait a second, I got here I am going to do some in-persons over at my mother-in-law's house. Whoo, oh golly, jeepers. Well, here's some benefits of doing in-persons. Okay, it's more personal, and you're going to be able to establish a rapport better. Okay, and I know at your mother-in-law's house, it's going to the people that are coming there, from what I understand, are potential team members. So that rapport is going to be golden, which is
Customers, actually.
their customers.
Yeah, and then they have a referral for me, and then hopefully that one can become a team member.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so still, are they going to trust you? Are they going to get to know you? You know, is that connection going to really happen? It happens better in person. So will he refer your sister, or will she refer her mother, or whatever, you know? So that is going to be better in person. You also get to see the client and have the flexibility to try products that she may be interested in. So especially if it's in a facial, like one-on-one, or one plus two, you know, smaller intimate groups, you're going to be able to go and let me see what a situation might be. Okay, she gets there, and somehow you didn't pre-profile. You didn't ask her very many questions when she got there. So you find out when she's there that she only will use 100% pure products. Well, if she's with you and not on Zoom, you can pull out your naturally products. There's no rule against giving them to them in person. We just can't mail out samples. Yeah. So see, it's more versatile. Let's say she wants to use the retinol. Well, let's see, you know, let's take a look at the little sheet that they follow. Anyway, it's just a lot easier to teach and to get them excited about customizing their skincare regime. I think they will pay attention better, don't you? You guys are so good paying attention at training, but I'm sure you have been guilty occasionally, and I have too, from being distracted, you know, with children and getting dinner ready and putting on your makeup and stuff. And did you know whenever you multitask, you become like you are totally intoxicated as far as your learning? I did not know that. And I was told that that was a fact. I mean, I guess I should verify it, but I know that it does reduce the person's ability to take in information if they're doing something else and listening. Many people pride themselves on being able to do that. Well, yeah, when you know that they're really not listening, it's kind of like, I don't know if they should be so proud. All right. And there's exciting energy when there's a group. Wouldn't you say? The gals look across the table. This always happens, and they're like, "Oh my God, your skin is glowing." That doesn't necessarily happen because you don't want too much talking, you know, at the Zoom. And plus, they can't really see the person's face and how it changed just with one facial. So there's exciting energy. Would you agree that all these are great reasons for doing them in person?
Yes.
Yeah. So enjoy those in persons. Those are fun. Now, the Zoom parties or facials, and I would also say, I probably should say virtual, because you can do them on Zoom, you could do FaceTime, you could do Messenger, and you can do, there's just other ways that you can do video parties. But anyway, I just put Zoom here. I'll change that later. It's the same thing. You're just teaching them to wash their face. I mean, yeah, it's not more complicated than that. Occasionally you'll get people that say, what is in the product? I, at 32 years, still say, unless it's one of the main ingredients, I'll say, well, let me look that up for you and get back with you. Okay, you do not need to know all this stuff, okay? Basically, the best way, as you learned in product knowledge last week, is just to use the products and see the benefits of the products based on what you feel on your skin. Okay, so We talked about the benefits of doing in-person facials or parties. So now what are the benefits of doing virtual parties or facials? Oh my gosh, there are so many. Oh my goodness. I've been doing some in person and they have been awesome and super fun and very bonding. But whoa, okay, there are a lot of benefits, a ton of them for doing virtual parties or facials. Well, first of all, more flexibility. How can somebody say they can't wash their face if they want to, get together with you? If they don't, they just make up all these excuses. Because you could wash your face at 9, 10 o'clock with them. You could, you could wake up in the morning with them. I mean, come on, they got to take care of themselves somehow. And the facial doesn't even take that long. Okay. So it's very flexible as far as when you're going to schedule it. It saves you so much time. The other day I went to a party. Of course, it was dinner and then it was visiting and then it was facial and then it was visiting. It was like a whole bunch of stuff. It was full, and then it was driving an hour there, driving an hour back. I was there 5 hours, you guys. And although it was super fun and a lot happened, a lot of wonderful things. We got a new team member, got lots of orders and stuff, and had a wonderful time. It was so much time. Anyway, I can't believe how the virtual world has given me time. So I have so much more time with my family. So now, also the virtual can eventually make you more money, even though you will find that you will sell more if you are in person. That I have found that to be true. With the virtual world, though, you can have 15, 20 people at the same time. You can combine parties. I mean, you could, it's endless. So you can make more money, okay, if you do virtuals, okay, in less time. Okay. It's easy and stress-free. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking actually, this was an old slide. It says because someone does the events for you. Well, I'm actually thinking of bringing that back. So let me know in the chat if you like that idea. I'm thinking of maybe, I don't know, once a month or twice a month doing like a facial where you can invite people to it on Zoom. And then I'll just do the facial or the party for you. You'll get all the sales. You'll need to do the follow-up and get the people there. But anyway, I'm thinking of doing that again. But that's really stress-free because you don't really do anything except for invite them and then follow up at the end. Okay, so let me know in the chat if you like that idea, actually. Yeah. Asia likes that idea. Okay. Oh, Raina says it's good to do it in a public place. People can watch you. Yeah. I found one of my directors in a bathroom of Oscars, Patton Oscars one time, Lori Scott. All right. Let's see. Okay, customers are purchasing more of a variety of products. Now, I put this in here because we have something on Tuesdays that you're getting a text from me reminding you about something called bingo. Bingo is done by a bunch of directors that have allowed me and all of us to participate in them talking about different products. So there's like 15 different products. They do it in a half an hour. They're like, this is the Supreme Hydrating Lipstick, and they talk about it. It's marvelous. They just go through all these different products, and the average customer buys about 100 when you follow up afterwards. So again, would you invite them to your home to show them these products? Yes, but your home needs to be clean. You probably need to get them some food if they're coming over. You want to make the displays really pretty if they come over. You want to have a ton of inventory so they can take it with them. That's a holiday open house and you will sell a lot, but there's a lot of work behind it. What if you invited them to bingo every week and they played bingo? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go and watch one of those little bingos. I remind you every week, I give you the little code, just watch and you'll see what it is. It's great. for continuing to expand the repertoire of your customers of all the products that they have. More sales, okay, because your clients are much more likely to understand how to use the products you give them and the benefits of the products they used. Well, okay. I don't know about that one, but anyway, more team members because your customer, okay. This I think is very appealing. I have been talking with a lot of younger consultants in our unit, and they are excited about the virtual world. And you are too, I know. But especially the young people, when I talk to them about it, their face lights up. They love this. They love social media. They love all this tech stuff, okay? Because they know the power of it. And so you're going to recruit more younger people when they're exposed to this way, this easy way. Moms that have babies, I mean, they're going to go, wait a second, I can do this, you know, and that kind of thing. Was somebody trying to say something there and I interrupted? No? Okay. All right. Okay, how to teach an in-person facial or party. And Bobby's probably like, oh yeah, I've done this a million years. Okay, what you do is you read the flip chart that came in your kit. If you did not get a flip chart or a kit, you know, one of those extender kits, you should order one. I gave Johnny one as a gift just recently because he's like trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm like, John, there's already a flip chart. You just didn't know that because all you did was get the $35 kit. Okay, so yeah, if you didn't order a kit, then order one of the flip charts. That's what you do. You just read the flip chart. And then as you get better, like Bobby is, you become more of a pro, you deviate from it, right, Bobby? You just do your little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look at the page and you think, okay, we'll skip that page. Or you'll just you'll say something different than the page says. It's not a big deal. Again, we're not going to be perfectionists here because perfection holds us back. All right, how about, so this is pretty easy. How to teach an in-person facial, you just read the flip chart. Okay, how do you teach a virtual facial or party? Well, you need to get the Zoom app, okay? Right now, you guys are on my Zoom. The Zoom app costs you, now why do you want a paid Zoom? Because the free Zoom will cut off in 45 minutes. Okay, now if you can get a facial done in less than 45 minutes with visiting, then you do not need to pay for Zoom. But I don't think you're going to be able to do that. And how embarrassing would that be if you had 5-10 people and you're like, okay, it's going to stop now. Get back on. I mean, it's like, no, you know, for $13 a month, I think you can go ahead and get your own Zoom account. Okay. And then read the flip chart while you're on Zoom. Okay. Have it to the side. Or some of you fancy girls, I know you can just get it on. That's what Johnny does. He pretends like he's looking at me, at us when he's teaching a party, but he's actually reading product information. And he's actually got the screen up. Well, instead of having the product information thing, which is like, oh, you know, he's all over the computer there, you can just do the flip chart, which is on Mary Kay and Touch. Okay. And then you can either do the facial with the guests while you're talking them through it. I never did that before Zoom, but I actually have done that a time or two. It makes you more relatable. It shows them how to massage the product because some of them, seriously, you guys, they're like, you know, they just don't understand how to wash their face. They're like with one little finger or something, you know, and you're like, oh, okay, just lather it up, you know, so they can watch you and learn better. Yes, Raina, did you have a question?
Is it better to do the facial with them, or is it better to talk them through the facial?
Whatever you prefer. Okay, whatever you prefer. Jennifer Bessiker, who's was number one in sales, actually oh my God, this last seminar too. She sells the products like hotcakes, but she does the facial with them. I mean, I never thought of doing the facial with them, but she does it with them. And like I said, it does help them to know how to lather and how to go upward. Some people are more visual, so they don't hear you saying go upward and outward or lather, add more water. They don't hear it, but they see you. So it's a little bit more of a multi-dimensional way of teaching. So you choose. It's a little messy though. Like I have to be in the bathroom. It's just too hard to use the bowl here. I'd have to go in the bathroom and set up my equipment, and it's a little bit of a hassle. So I mostly do just teaching rather than doing it myself. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about what happens during the party. And again, sorry for this crazy, oh my gosh. Be sure to ask for referrals and play some type of referral game during the party. Okay, so in case they don't book a party with you, this is like insurance to make sure you walk away with somewhere to go from that party, some referrals, okay? So there's a number of games, but I'm just going to share 2 of them with you. Okay, there's the Deserted Island game. Okay, the Deserted Island game. And so this is where you say, oh, finally, okay, I did it. Okay, okay, never mind. Okay, so the Deserted Island game. Thank you guys for being so patient and understanding. Took me down a few notches as far as humbleness, right? That's always a good thing. Okay, Deserted Island game. So you ask, so ladies, what beauty item would you take with you if you were stranded on a deserted island? And so if it's virtual, then of course, you have them text it to you. Okay. And then if it's in person, have them write it on the back of their little profile card. Okay. So it could be mascara. It could be eyeliner. It could be lipstick. Okay. So you wait for them to do that. Okay. Now you can do it either one of these ways. You could say, okay, the person who sends me or writes down, if it's in person, the most referrals wins that item. Okay, I want their names and numbers. Okay, ready, begin. And then play some music. La, 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 la. Give them about 3 to 5 minutes to write down all the referrals. Be aware that there will be some people that will sit there like this. Okay, whatever. Maybe the whole group will. Who cares? Just ask them, because you can, if you've got a crowd that's just really digging the whole Mary Kay thing, you can walk away with like 100 referrals. Okay, warm referrals. Okay, and then, or you could just say, you know what? Everybody's a winner. Just write down 10 referrals, or if you're happy with 5, I mean, just make it up. However, we'll win that item for free today. Make sure, and oh, I forgot to put this down. Make sure that you tell them they need to be over 18 and not have another beauty consultant. Okay, so that's a fun game. This is a really nice game, especially in person. Okay, so in Mary Kay, this is what you say. We have something called the Beauty of Friendship program, where you get to honor your friends and let them know how much you value their friendship by gifting them a free pampering experience and a gift from you. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so what you need to do right now, ladies, is write a note, and then in person, you give them a note card with an envelope, right? So you buy those in advance. Write a note of appreciation to your friend. Okay, and put her name and number on the outside of the envelope. Okay. Or text the name, this is if it's virtual. Text the names and numbers of 3 friends. Now keep it to 3 friends, by the way. You would like to gift the Beauty of Friendship to. Now, the reason you limit is because this is a special program, and you want them to feel like, just like, who do I select? Who is someone I want to give a gift to? Who is someone that would enjoy pampering? So, 3 people is good. Would like to gift the Beauty of Friendship to. I will text them a sweet message and offer them your gift. So you will need to bring a gift, and you will need to pay for that gift. But to be honest, I always bring a gift anyway. I always bring a gift anyway. So I might as well have the gift be from their friend. Okay. It's just polite when you go to someone's house to always bring a gift. So I always bring something, but this time I will bring something from on behalf of Tracy, their friend. So then, yeah. And so if you do either of these ideas, the Beauty of Friendship or the Deserted Island game, you would call up the person or text them and say, that Mary thought that you would enjoy the gift of pampering. And I would actually offer them a gift for the deserted island. And so I wanted to see when I could schedule that for you and bring by a gift on her behalf. So you could just actually say the same thing, but this one, she's such a good friend of yours and she wanted to gift you a pampering experience. And she wanted me to deliver a personal gift for you. Isn't that beautiful? And then you set up the appointment. And remember, when you set up the appointment, you set it up just with her, and then you go back. Remember this, you set it up. This is our first slide. Since we're getting together anyway, is there any reason why you wouldn't want to invite some friends? It'll be so much fun, and I will give you free product beyond that gift that your friend's going to give you as a thank you. Raina, did you have something you wanted to add?
So for the stranded island game, and you ask them what beauty item they would take. Would that be the item they win, or is it something completely different?
That would be the item that they win. And actually, to keep the cost down, I would say one color item, because I just thought of, the Voluform is like $70. So I would say one color item, or one glamour item, or one makeup item. I'm glad.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, no, thank you. Okay. Now, also, you want to, during the appointment, besides doing the referral game, right? So this is insurance in case she doesn't want to book a party. You've got, 3 really warm leads, or maybe you've got 100, but you're walking away with some warm leads. But also, and you'll see this in just a second, why this second appointment is so important. Because the best thing that you can do is not have to go and book these people through the Beauty of Friendship or Deserted Island game. The best thing you can do is to have the gal who you're with book a party herself. So then her influence will be much greater when she gets the girls together than yours. So in order to set yourself up for that second booking, you will want to decide what their second appointment will be. Wow. Okay. Let's take this off share and talk about a second appointment. Now, I'm sure Bobby could write the book on this, having done so many. But that second appointment, and we can just see Bobby nodding her head possibly as she's eating breakfast. Good to have you here this morning, Bobby. That on that second appointment, that's where the bonding takes place. That's where the lifetime customers happen, right, Bobby? Just give us a shake. Yes, thank you. Yes, she has a lot of experience, and so do I. If you meet with them once, that's good. That's good. If you meet with them 2 times, oh yeah. Even if it's one-on-one, even if you have to go over and do a color appointment because you promised her and it's just one-on-one, you're going to get another $100 because it's usually the same. Sometimes it's even double because now they're trusting you. Now they're like, this is real. This is so sweet of her to come over, right? So sometimes the second appointment's even more lucrative than the first. But you do want to talk about that during your appointment with them, your party or your facial, that they're going to get a second appointment. Now you get to decide what the second appointment is going to be. It could be a color makeover. I have a feeling Bobby will probably be setting those up. She loves color. Or maybe you're a spa girl and you're willing to send them the little samples of the body care. And it's like such a short appointment, but it's like, okay, we're going to do our arms. Let's go ahead and massage in. You know, I've never actually done this, but this is what you could do. You know, massage in the satin body. Okay, great. Now take it off. Okay. Oh, put the scrub. Oh, yeah, scrub. Oh, boy, look at that. Ooh, amazing. Rinse it all off. Okay. Now put the lotion. Now, don't your hands feel fabulous? I don't know. You could send them something else too. And you could always get these little jars too, these little teeny baby jars, and put some spa products, or you could send them the extra emollient night cream. Anyway, just feel free to spoil them, and you could do a spa appointment. Or you could send them no samples and just say, you know what? I have a holiday shopping experience this month on September 10th. I'm giving away a bunch of prizes. Do you want to come? And so that's their second shopping experience. Or you could utilize bingo. I should have put that on here. Okay, all my customers are entitled to go to bingo and win valuable prizes. Okay, so you could get them to do that and talk with them afterwards. Again, establishing that relationship, even if they don't book a party. Okay, but at the end, you'll see how this is setting them up for that second appointment. That could be a party. Or it could be a supplements appointment. Now, that's not vitamin supplements. That's where maybe you just spoke about the basics of the business at the first appointment, but you didn't speak about the boosters. You didn't speak about retinol. You didn't speak about the moisture-rich mask. You didn't speak about the charcoal mask. You know, you didn't speak about satin lips. And so you could send them little samples. Have some fun with this. Now, I don't want to get too fancy with you here. Right now, because you're new, I'd probably just do a color makeover. Okay. But I wanted to kind of throw these things out to you, you know, as a possibility. And I should have added bingo, because bingo is a good thing. You will love it. And your people will be excited about it because they could win. Then also the color makeover. You just buy those makeover cards, which you probably already have, turn them over, put a stamp on them, and then write their name on it. You got a color makeover in a week once they get it. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Last thing during the party, and this is in the flip chart. This is all in the flip chart, but I'm just I don't want you to miss out on this, because a lot of times I've seen people do their first parties and they skip this stuff and it's right in the flip chart. I'm like, no, don't do that. Okay, so be sure to tell your I story and invite them to listen to more of the perks and benefits of Mary Kay opportunity. So an I story is something like this for you guys, okay? It's just very simple, you know. Before Mary Kay, I was in real estate. I had a team of 50 people. We sold $100 million. I loved it. Then I moved, got married to my love of my life and had a baby. And now I own a company. I'm trying to be Asia, but I can't say everything right. I own this virtual company, and it's very successful. But when I heard about the Mary Kay, and then I found out all the beautiful things that happened in the life of my mother-in-law and the balance she had in her life, I just decided to take a leap of faith and go for it. And now I've discovered it's much more than I ever thought it could be. It's friendships, it's personal growth. It's I'm able to do it while, you know, in my own time. I mean, you know, go on and stuff. I absolutely love it. And don't forget this part, because if you're building a team, which everybody here, if you're here, you're building a team, because the people that are going up always show up for training. So don't forget to say this part. This is so key to getting people to want to join your team. Tell them your goal. So during this I story, you say, and I love it so much, I've decided to go and win a car in Mary Kay. And so I need to build a team. Or you could say, I'm going to move into, it's really leadership, but you could call it leadership because that's really what it is. Or you could call it management, which they understand better. So sometimes you can say management because they don't understand leadership. But I want to move up to management in Mary Kay. And so I'm looking for people to join my team. So therefore, it's like not just like, this is my little story. Okay, thank you very much. You're like, and this is why I'm telling you the story. I have a goal. And I was thinking about Johnny and how everything came together. Many of you are on Johnny's team. We've been working on this for 7 months, and he has been saying every time I'm becoming a director, I'm becoming a director, I'm becoming a director. So everybody that heard about that was halfway interested in joining his team, joined his team. And then they knew, because he told them the timeline, what's going on and when it's happening. And so the excitement built and so on. We want that for you. So be sure to tell them that your goal. Don't just tell them about your story. Tell them your goal. Okay, at the end of the party, you do a close. Okay. In other words, tell them what they can purchase. There's 3 parts to the close. This is the first part. You want to tell them what they can purchase. Okay. And this would include, you would tell them about the discounts on the sets. I have to give credit to my son on this because for some reason I was looking, I would kind of mention the $41 discount that the company gives when you buy this set, but I wasn't capitalizing on it like I should. So really capitalize, even on the Miracle set, which is over there, $14, you guys. Do you discount? This is discounted, $14 if you buy the set. That's awesome. And then you got to explain the set sheet with the gifts with purchase. And you know that when you go to the designer shoe warehouse, I know you go to the discount place in the back. I know you scan that. I don't care how much disposable income you have. Everybody loves a deal. Everybody loves free stuff. Okay. Everybody, like when you used to go to the Lancome counter and they made it so that everything was $1 less. They do that on purpose than what you had to buy. So you had to buy, like, instead of $25 or something, you had to buy 50, even though for $26 purchase, you'll get this little thing. No, you had to buy 50 because they made the price like that. But anyway, you still did it though. You still did it. You still bought 2 dang items and bought 50. People love gifts with purchase. So don't get the pennies in your eyes blocking you for all the dollar bills out there. Give away stuff. Get them on the products. Okay, we're making 50%. We're making enough there. And then you want to do the closet close. The closet close is in the flip chart. Okay. The closet close is in the flip chart. So it's basically, okay, everybody, close your eyes. Okay, I want you to go into your closet and choose your most favorite outfit that you would wear to a beautiful wedding that you're invited to. A very special, elegant wedding. Okay, so you go through your closet, scanning. Okay, and you see your favorite dress. You pull that out and then you accessorize it with your pearls or your most expensive, beautiful jewelry. You get the proper undergarments, get your Spanx going. You've got the shoes that match it, the handbag that match it, and you are absolutely gorgeous and stunning for this wedding and all the pictures and this and that. Oh my gosh. So now open your eyes. Now I want you to total up the cost of the dress, the shoes, the undergarments, the purse, and the accessories. Okay. Now, before you tell me how much that is, or I ask you how much that is, how many times did you wear that dress? that outfit in the last year? And then if they're there with you, you know, Bobby, how many times? I don't think I wore it. I have outgrown that dress. Or, you know, I wore it once at my daughter's wedding, you know, or whatever. They usually only wear it maybe 3 times. And then you might get a little bit of a heckler that's like, I bought it at the thrift store and then I got the shoes at the thrift store and I don't need Spanx and, you know, whatever. Some little smart aleck. It's got the perfect figure. Everything looks amazing. And that does happen, of course, you know. But anyway, but generally it's in the hundreds. So how much was it? Over 100? And I usually pull up like the miracle set. Was it over 100? Was it over 200? Was it over 300? And of course, most of them are over 300 for sure. Maybe even 4 or 5 or even more. And then, you know, how often did you wear that outfit? How often do people see your face, right? So that's a really powerful close. Okay. So those are kind of the different parts of this group close. Okay. It's with the whole group. Okay. But then this is very important. This is a little bit of a ballet. In other words, you need to be graceful and you need to be forceful. And not forceful, that's confident. You need to act confident. Fake it till you make it. All right. So you need, if you're in person, you will ask one of the people that you think is most enthusiastic. So Bobby, would you go ahead and meet with me over here? And you've set up a little area away from the table with your phone to calculate the sales tax and the totals. You've got your sales receipts, especially if you use paper like I do. You've got a lookbook or two, and you have your rollout bag and some other things so you could show the people what they're getting. Oh, by the way, let me go back. If you will want a roll-up bag here, okay, you want to use that roll-up bag. It's right over there and you want to fill it beautifully. Okay. Minor point, but important. If you want people to want that roll-up bag, it needs to be, all your product needs to be beautiful. Okay. So anyway, okay. So you ask Bobby, would you go ahead and meet with me first? And then you take them away. And usually there's cupcakes or something else that the other people are enjoying while you're talking with each person. Now, here's what you do. Bobby, would you go ahead and ask Rita to come on over? You don't do that. Okay. You don't ask them, Rita, will you come over? No, you say, and they're wonderful. It works like a charm, just like that tentative booking approach I was telling you about. This works like a charm. You're like, Bobby, would you go ahead, just like a child, asking her to do something really important. Would you mind asking Rita to come on over to meet with me? She'll march over there. She'll go tap her on. Rita, go over there and meet with her now. You're next. It works so great. So anyway, so you meet away from the group, or if you're on virtual, you can close with a private phone call, or Tracy and Raina have been doing a great job on Messenger and texting. You can do it that way if you'd like. But it is easier if you actually talk to the person so you can tell the person what they need. You are a professional beauty consultant. You do know more than them. So to have a voice-to-voice is much more helpful to them than texting. But it can be done the other way, especially if they know Mary Kay products. And then it's really helpful if there's some people that stay after on Zoom, which Bobby and I had, I think it was 1 or 2 people that stayed after, and we closed them there. Okay, so what do you say when you meet with them over on the couch or on Zoom after virtual? What do you say? Okay, so Vivian, can I use you as a guinea pig here?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm sitting on the couch. Let's just say it's in person, and I try to get a little bit lower than them, just so that they feel that they're in authority, that they're in control. We always want them to feel like they're the boss, not you. Okay, so just lean a little lower. Did you have any? You smile, right? You smile and you talk softly. You don't bring out your big voice. Did you have fun?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good. Hey, how does your face feel?
Wow, it's never felt this good before.
Yeah, it's amazing. Just one time using the products. Well, I'm curious, Vivian, what was the favorite product that you tried?
Oh, I love the Time Wise Repair Cleanser.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What did you like about it?
It foamed up real good, it lathered up real well, and it was easy to rinse off.
Yeah, yeah, I like that too. Makes your
It's-
skin feel clean but not tight and dry, right? Yeah, and when you use with the rest of the set, oh, amazing. So now, did I explain how to use your time-wise repair set so you could understand it, or did you have some questions on how to use your set?
I think I understood it, no questions.
Okay, perfect. Notice I said your set. Sorry, I'm not talking to you now, Vivian. You guys assume that they own whatever you're talking about. Okay, their set. How do you use your set? Okay, all right, go. So now I'm using Johnny's little idea, the gold, silver, and bronze level that I use with the debuts. As I said at the beginning, simplicity is my favorite thing. So, and plus I really like that gold level with 300. I like that one because it gets them on a lot of products. So, Vivian, what would you like to start with today? The gold level, or do you think you'd like to just settle for the silver level? Whatever you decide is fine with me.
I'd like to start with the gold level.
Okay, perfect, perfect. All right, so now you noticed if I'm in person, I took a pen, looked down at the receipt, gave her some space. She answered right away, but sometimes it will take them a while. Usually they will ask you to review what is the gold and what is the silver, or if you have other closing sheets, those are fine too. You do not need to use the gold, silver, bronze sheet. You can use something else, but you need a menu. You're like a restaurant. You don't just go into a restaurant and order. You have to know what the restaurant offers. And anyway, okay. So then you say, okay, so I'll just do a mock thing. So, okay, so I assume you want your repair set. Now, notice I said your, okay. So I assume you want your repair set, right? Vivian?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, we're
yes,
gonna do that. Okay, and then that revealing radiance facial peel that we did with it, right? That goes with it. You want that too?
absolutely.
Okay. Now you're going to already get the eye makeup remover, woohoo, for free, and you're going to get the booster for free. So let's decide on the booster that's best for you. Okay, so we've got 3 boosters. This one is the one that evens out your skin tone. This one is the one that gives you more moisture, okay, if you're lacking that and you want to boost. And this one is the one that helps to take away the lines. Which booster do you think you'd like to get for free?
The one that evens out the skin tone.
All right, that would be the niacinamide ferulic acid one. We'll get you that one for free. And plus you get your roll-up bag. So exciting. But it looks like you're just at not quite at the gold. What else did you have in mind, my dear, that attracted your attention?
Oh, the fragrance-free satin hand set.
Oh, I should have known you went crazy with that. Okay. Okay, so that's 320. You're over the gold level. What else can we treat you to? Did you want the satin lips as well, or maybe the satin body?
How about next time?
All right, sounds good. Let me just think that we're not forgetting. I pretend at this point, well, I don't pretend, I really become their best friend, like their shopping buddy. If they don't have eyebrows and they're not using an eyebrow pencil, I will say something. Are you using anything on your brows? No? Okay. Well, I would suggest getting a $14 eyebrow pencil. It will change your life, you know. So I just act like I'm their best friend and I think like that. I really think like, oh, did you have extremely dry feet? You know what? Maybe actually I could even give them this little sample. Maybe you could get the extra mollite night cream. It's amazing. Like seriously, it's only what, $18 for a tube? Should we go ahead and add that in? Now notice I shake my head and say yes. Okay. All right. So then you give them a total, you get payment. They can pay you cash. They can write a check. They could use a credit, debit card, cash app, whatever you want. Okay. All right. Then now remember, what was the full circle party? Sell sets, book one or book parties from your party. Okay. All right. So Vivian, at every party, I choose a couple people I would most like to have for my future hostesses. And tonight I've chosen you. You were so positive and enthusiastic, and it seemed like everybody loved you. So since we're getting together anyway for your second appointment, okay, the second appointment. Remember, I was talking about that? Okay. All right. Yeah. You could even say, since we're getting together anyway for bingo, bingo could be a party. Why not? Have the bingo girls do the whole half-hour party for you, but follow up with each of her friends. That's a party. Give her the percentage of the sales. Yeah. Okay. Since we're getting together anyway for your second appointment, Vivian, is there any reason why you wouldn't want to invite a few friends? You'll get free product and it'll be so much fun.
Well, that sounds like a great idea.
Thank you. Who are you thinking of inviting?
I can invite the lady across the street,
Okay.
and I can talk to the neighbor lady next door,
Okay.
and I can talk to a couple of people at church.
Okay, perfect. That sounds like fun. Okay, great. Then you do the time and date, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. So now this is important. So Vivian, I know you got the goal set and you got a lot of things you love, but I know there's going to be so much more that you want. So what would you like to earn for free? That way we can make a goal for your party to get you for free.
The Clinical Solutions retinol set sounds pretty good.
Oh, yes. Okay. All right. So that'd be 120. So yeah, so we'll want to have a party of try to get to 500 in sales, and outside orders will count. So if you want me to, I'll give you some catalogs and some receipts. You can take them with you to church. And if the gal next door can't come, maybe you could just get an order from her and we'll add that in. But we'll probably want about 500 in sales and then 2 people that want to do their own parties. That would get us to 100. So then that retinol would only be 20. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
All right, let's do it. So now you've enlisted her support. Okay, there's one more thing I want to say because I really mean it, Vivian. I really do. I think you could be good doing what I do. So tell me, with the proper training, do you think you could do what you saw me do here today?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I do too. So let me ask you this. Could you use an extra 500, maybe even $1,000 cash per month for part-time work?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm kind of busy, but we could either meet today or tomorrow for me to tell you about it. What would be better for you, today or tomorrow? Whatever you decide to do with me.
Tomorrow would be better.
Okay, and then you decide on the time. And you guys can pull me in. I love doing interviews. If there is one thing, now I'm giving you sort of director training here. If there is one thing that will move you to top director, where you're going on free vacations every year, where you're winning beautiful diamonds and driving a pink Cadillac for free, crazy life, it will be sharing the opportunity. on behalf of your people. And so that's what I've always done. That's what I've always done. And that's what I will do for you. Okay. All right. So moving on. Do we have any questions before we go into Facebook parties?
That was great training. Thank you, Kathy.
You're so sweet, Asia. You're gonna be a great director. You make me just feel like up here, like, oh, thank you so much. All right. So Facebook parties. Facebook parties, I'm not going to go into too much. How do you teach a Facebook party? Okay. All the resources and training are on my All Love area Facebook party resources. I would not recommend that any of you start to do those yet, but I do recommend that you know where they are. A Facebook party is where you're on Facebook, pardon me, that you've let me explain it to you. Stop the share. This is what a Facebook party is. You go to, oh my gosh, Raina's mom, Tracy Abby Lake, okay, who's a good friend of mine, and she did this. And you say, I'm just learning. This is exactly what I said to Tracy. I'm just learning how to do Facebook parties. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I need to learn. Will you host one? All you have to do is I will make a group for you, just for your friends. You will invite your friends to the group, and I will do the rest. Okay. And then she said, of course, I'll do that. Her party was off the chain, by the way. Tracy's party was amazing. Tracy has a lot of influence on social media. I was surprised. Anyway, now she's using it for her own good. So that's great. Anyway, so all these people got into the group because of the hostess. And then what I did was I posted periodically, and I had them scheduled. So they went in automatically that when I scheduled them. And then I went live, and some of the people watched. Not all the people in the group watched me. And then I did a special close, which Jen Bessiker, that #1 in the United States, she recommended this tic-tac-toe thing. You'd have to watch her video in there, and got orders and didn't talk to anybody. Well, actually, maybe I talked to Amanda Kincaid. I think I did have a phone convo with her, but the rest just put their order, credit card, totally silent, got a ton of orders and booked parties from it. So it's all there, and it's just done right in that little group, very silent. If you guys don't want any interruptions, that's a good way to go. If you don't like seeing people on the screen and interacting with them like you do on Zoom, that's a good way to go. And some people are like that. They just don't want to see other people. They just want to see themselves and just get it over with. Okay. So if that's you, you could be #1 in the United States, just like Jen Bessiker. Okay. So read the outline, watch the videos, use the resources, and become a pro. It works. Okay. It will work. Okay. So your challenge is to practice doing faces. You've done your debut. What do I do? You do faces. Lots and lots of faces. Faces will take you places. Okay. I have a premonition that soars on silver wings. It's a dream of your accomplishments, of many wondrous things. I do not know beneath which sky or where you challenge faith, but I only know it will be high, and I only know it will be great. And that's the truth. That's Mary Kay's favorite poem, and I believe that of each and every one of you. But the way you're going to make that happen is how? By faces. Don't complicate things. Just, yeah, and yourself. That's right, Vivian. And you asking people. So you have the script today. I gave you the script on how to ask people. I gave you the tentative booking approach. Very important. Then I said the advantages of in-person versus virtual. They're both magnificent. And I would probably recommend doing both, actually. Then I said to insert the referral game as an insurance. See, do you use those referrals if the person books a party? No, you just cast them aside. She's already going to call those people. But you might want to keep them just in case they don't come or her party doesn't hold. So you got that insurance, right? I talked about that. Talked about your I story and your goal. Where are you going? People are going to be wanting to join your team if you tell them where you're taking them. because a leader is not a leader unless you're going somewhere. You got to tell them where you're going. Okay. People will want to join your team. And what was the other thing I said? Oh, second appointment. Decide what you're going to do. I'd recommend a simple little makeover. Oh, we get together for your color makeover. Oh, yeah, da 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 da. And just send them a card and have a second appointment. Hopefully, it's a party at the second appointment. If not, you've bonded them closer to you. And then we talked about the close. The close would be that you talk about the discounts of the sets, really capitalize on what the company is giving them. You don't have to tell them the company's giving it to them. Just tell them it's a discount, which people love. And then the free gifts with purchase. You don't have to offer free gifts, but I would recommend it. And then you want to do that closet close where they're just like, gosh, it does make sense to invest in this, you know? And then you do the close individually, not in a group, to find out what set they want to purchase, to book them for a party, hopefully. If not, get them for the second appointment. And then thirdly, to hopefully schedule them to hear a little bit more about Mary Kay. And if you're going into leadership, that third step is vital. They're not going to learn how to do that. You want people by osmosis. Many people that are especially good friends are going to be very hesitant to join your team because they want you to get all the sales and they feel like you're competition. That's not how a leader thinks, though. Leader thinks of expanding her organization. And so really your focus as a leader should be building a team. All right. So let's